You wanted a plant, you get the plant. So today I was doing my math homework. And I had this reoccurring thought. It's a thought that I usually have at least about once an hour when I do maths on a weekly basis. And that thought was, I think, one that a few of you may relate to. It's that I absolutely despise math. It's not something personal, and I don't feel like I started it, I feel like math started it, because I went into the situation completely unbiased, no prejudice, and math just didn't like me. From the first introduction, we just didn't hit it off, and I tried, and it didn't make sense. Math and I would just have a very complicated relationship. As I mentioned a few times, I study biology, and one of the reasons why I study biology is because I'm interested in sciences as a whole. I've always already been interested in, from astronomy to geography to biology, chemistry, physics, all of that kind of stuff I love. And it's all fun and games until math comes in. It's like that one person you just hope won't show up at the party. It's like this one super popular song that you absolutely hate, but it just keeps playing on the radio. But regardless, I made peace with the fact that I'd be making my life harder by trying to avoid math my entire life than just facing it head on, confront it. And I haven't done the math, but it looks like math is winning on me. It's just like the only function I understand is the one of my confusion about math that is growing exponentially. There are people who get along with math, and there are people who don't get along with math. Like with anybody, like with anything. And for some people, math is just very intuitive and makes sense. And for me, most of the times it makes sense. But it's not intuitive at all. And I still have this little hope somewhere inside of me that in 10 years time, just something will happen, some phenomena will be discovered that just proves the entire math system to be completely wrong. I have this secret conspiracy theory. The Arabic numbers are all just based on human laws, if you understand what I mean. People have adapted those rules so that they fit into what happens in nature. But I have this conspiracy that it's sometime, something with the black hole, or there will be some sort of force that nobody calculated, and it will prove our entire math system to be wrong. And I'm so looking forward. It's like seeing the person in your class you secretly really don't like get a bad mark. That sounds very mean, but math has robbed me of many hours of my life that could have been happy moments, but I spent integrating numbers that didn't make sense and getting a wrong result. Math is very sneaky. It's very calculated. In one area that rule applies, but then if you divide it with that, then you can't do that anymore because that somehow interferes with each other. For instance, right now our topic is matrices, right? And I was like, okay, I kind of get that. And then I was like, but when you multiply matrices with matrices, that's when things go all... Remember, if you can braid, remember when you learned how to braid? It feels like that. It feels like those kind of, when you used to do those bracelets with these string bits and you had to combine them in weird ways and then you'd get the bracelet. That's what multiplying matrices reminds me of. You just take that and then you do multiply it with that and add it with that from over there and then take it there. It's, I don't know, I just don't know. And I spent a lot of time watching videos about watching tutorials, reading through all of the theory sheets, multiplying stuff, and just because I'm not very good at calculating likelihood either, I just kind of throw together numbers and hope that it'll work and don't realize that the likelihood of it working is very small. And I've always had that problem with math. I describe it a bit what I imagine dyslexia might be like, but like with numbers, where I look at numbers and if I stare at them for too long, I start feeling claustrophobic in math and I start confusing myself, and it's just this weird dynamic. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just this like, it's just a bit frustrating, and I was a bit frustrated today and I just kind of had to let it out. I just don't get it. Yeah, just something I quickly had to let out a bit. Maybe some of you can relate. I think so, because I don't think it's that rare for people to find math a rather complicated area. I feel calmer now. I feel a bit more collected. Yeah. Like, I'll still have to do my math homework. It won't change anything about that, but at least I could get some of the frustration out for now. And if you're struggling with math too, I wish you good luck. May the odds ever be in your favor, and I'll see you next time. Bye.